Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your man, the Grass Ninja. Welcome to the channel. I want to talk about Boruto in his base form, like why Boruto sticks to his base form. And did something happen to make Boruto decide to abandon his Otsutsuki powers and the Karma Seal in general? Because 3 chapters in, attack on the village, codes invading, clog rhymes everywhere. You'd think Boruto would do everything in his power, but he's out here holding back, not using any Otsutsuki abilities, out here unleashing a brand new jutsu, handling things in base form. So Boruto in base is insanely strong, right? He's capable of taking down Code. Like, he literally fell out of the sky and curb stomps Code like it's nothing. He's matching Code in base. He's easily able to evade Code's attacks. He's able to block Code's strikes, which means he's in a similar power tier to, or he's similar in strength to Code, right? And he's out here handling the clog rhymes like it's nothing. He's cutting these dudes up like butter, like handling multiple clog rhymes in seconds, and then he's unfazed by Kawaki's threats. Kawaki literally slow walks this man, talking about, are you here to die in your home village? And Boruto's like, nah, you're actually just in my way. I don't have time to deal with you. Talking to Kawaki like he's a child, like he has more important things to do than face Kawaki, the man who flipped this dude's life upside down. Yeah, he does not care about Kawaki at all. So he's unfazed, right? Even though he saw Kawaki has the completed Dharma, Dojutsu of Ishiki, all 8 triangles, all 8 spokes of the Dharma wheel. He beats Code, who activates his Karma Seal and uses the brand new Rasengan Uzuhiko in base form, and that destroys Code. Someone stated to be stronger than Jigen, and he's out here one-shotting this dude while his Karma's activated. So Code, stronger than Jigen, someone who put down Naruto and Sasuke while they were working together without any nerfs. They were on a desolate world, able to use all their jutsus, their full power. Yeah, Jigen washed them like it was nothing. And then Code is stated to be stronger than him, and Boruto washed him like it was nothing in base form. There was no karma transformation, there's no absorbed chakra of the 10 tails, nothing. Boruto in base is stronger than Jigen, which is scary. So why though? Why has Boruto been training so much or so well that he's able to fight without the use of his karmic powers, right? Is Boruto understanding something we don't? We know he has information on the 10 tails that's yet to be fleshed out. Or did something happen to Boruto or with Momoshiki that maybe someone got hurt by Momoshiki when Boruto lost control? Is this why Boruto's refusing to use his powers? Let's tackle that last one right quick. Did Boruto or Momoshiki hurt or kill someone, and this is why we haven't seen Sasuke? Or maybe there was another village that got destroyed. We haven't heard anything from the other villages yet. Maybe there was some other planet. We have no idea how Boruto knows how to take advantage of the planet's chakra, but what we do know is that my dude has decided to just handle stuff in base, and we've seen something similar in Naruto. So when it comes down to it, right, we haven't seen Sasuke. Many people speculate that he's already dead, and Boruto is actually fighting more like Kashin Koji when you think about it. He's like a combination of Naruto, Jiraiya, Kashin Koji, and Sasuke right now, using toads, implementing these little tiny toads in his jutsu now. He might reverse summon himself to the 10 tails dimension, and he's out here relying on his own strength, not the strength of the demon inside, not the strength of the Otsutsuki. So back in OG Naruto, or I guess I should say Naruto Shippuden, we learned during the Orochimaru like Tenchi Bridge arc thing, where Naruto used the 4-tailed state version 2 cloak against Orochimaru. After handling his business with Orochimaru, Naruto continued his rampage in the 9-tails form, and he went as far as to harm Sakura. And after Naruto learns of all this, he decides that he is no longer going to rely on the 9 tails to give him strength. And this is where we learn that Naruto's starting his training arc. He's out here trying to learn his chakra nature. He develops a brand new Rasengan, and then he evolves it all the way to the Rasen Shuriken. But that's not enough for Naruto. No, he learns after Jiraiya's death that he needs even more power. So he goes and trains with the Toads, and then he becomes a sage. And then After learning his Sage Mode and defeating Pain, he encounters Sasuke one last time and realizes that he isn't strong enough yet, and instead of, oh, I'm gonna just rely on the Nine Tails, no, it's time to master the Nine Tails power, and he takes its chakra for his own. So Naruto had his own little character arc where he had to rely on his own strength and figure out how to become strong without the use of the Nine Tails, until he eventually stole its power, right? Maybe Boruto's in a similar path, right? Maybe he's gone through something where he hurt someone close to him, possibly Sasuke, right? And now, instead of relying on Momoshiki's powers or the karma or anything, he's decided, I'm going to be able to handle everything in base because I have no other choice. And this is why he's trained so much, to the point where he's encountered someone like Kashin Koji, possibly training with the Toads in order to learn how to use the basics of nature energy, which is how he's weaponizing the planet's chakra in his new Rasengan Uzuhiko. He quite literally says this Rasengan uses the chakra of the planet to conquer its spin and employ it in my jutsu. So Boruto can utilize nature energy without even going into Sage Mode, and now he has Toads, which points in a similar direction to what Naruto went through. After he hurt Sakura, he decided, I need to learn a new jutsu, and then he learned how to control nature energy, and he became a sage. Is Boruto walking down a similar path right now? And then the other thing, we've also seen what happens with the Clogrimes. These Clogrimes have a secondary state. They've been able to evolve. We've seen the Clogrimes awaken Rinnegan, right? So is it possible that the Clogrimes evolve when they interact with an Otsutsuki? And maybe Boruto witnessed this firsthand. It could be very possible. Boruto's not having his first rodeo with these Clogrimes. Code's been building up the army for over 3 years. So maybe Boruto and Sasuke went at it with some Clogrimes, and then when he attacked one of them without the sword or with his karma powers active or anything, it triggered a similar evolution to what Kawaki experienced. So let's pause for a second, right? We know that the Clogrimes can evolve and awaken Rinnegan, right? Kawaki kicks a Clogrime with his actual foot, right? He actually makes physical contact with his real body on a Clogrime. This is important because once he does that, this Clogrime gets up, its power level increases, Shikadai comments that it's more superior now, and it awakens a Rinnegan. And it's so strong that it forces Kawaki to activate his Karma Seal, especially after it calls him an Otsutsuki. So it evolves to a point where it can speak, which is insane. So when Kawaki makes physical contact, or his chakra or anything like that makes contact with the Clogrimes, I'm suspecting that it ignites this evolution. Now, this hasn't been the case with every single encounter. Kawaki's been slaying these Clogrimes left and right, and we've seen other shinobi make contact with them without any similar evolution. But the difference with Kawaki's kick and all the other times Kawaki's made contact is that Kawaki's kick was his actual physical body. All the other times Kawaki slayed a Clogrime, he used his nanotech ninja tool, the augmentations made by Kara, made by Amado. So whenever Kawaki attacks a Clogrime with the nano mesh, like we saw in the last chapter when he pierced one of the Clogrimes with an uppercut and a nanotech spear, there was no evolution, right? Because that's not his actual form. That's not his real body. That's a scientific ninja tool that's been added to his body. So it's not really him. And similarly, Boruto engaged the Clogrimes with his sword, not making any physical contact with them with his actual body or his chakra, which means the moment we saw a Clogrime get a taste of an Otsutsuki, even through contact or with the chakra exchange, it leveled up, it awakened Rinnegan, it started speaking. We know the Clogrimes instinctually go for the bite. They literally eat people and then transform into what's being called as failed god trees, right? And they absorb the power of the people inside, supposedly, since they don't instantly die. Sarada confirms that Bug and the other people eaten by the trees, or eaten by the Clogrimes and turned into trees, are still alive, which means there is some way to save them, since they haven't actually turned into the god tree. They just turned into failed trees. What happens if Kawaki or Boruto gets bit is a completely different story. Now, Boruto, at the end of the day, is handling things in base. So something happened that triggered Boruto to make this decision that I need to become so strong in base that I'd be able to take down beings like Jigen easily, right? And he's not even trying to use any of his karmic powers. He's looking at Kawaki like Kawaki is a child. This is the man who flipped his life upside down, and Boruto does not give a damn. He handled Code with the Karma Seal active in base. He's handling these claw grimes without touching them at all. There was no punch, there was no taijutsu. He purely used the sword. And we know when Kawaki makes contact physically that these claw grimes evolve. So, do the claw grimes have a role to play in the fact that Boruto has become so strong that he doesn't want to use his Otsutsuki powers? He did say we don't know the true horrors of the Ten Tails, especially now that Code has modified it. And then we also know we haven't seen Sasuke. And in the past, Naruto went down a very similar road when it came to leveling up, not using any of the Nine Tails powers after that level of power, or that route of power, caused him to harm his friends and people he cared about. So when Naruto harmed Sakura, he renounced using any of the Nine Tails power. Maybe something similar happened with Boruto. Or perhaps he ran into one of the claw grimes and learned that he can't use his Otsutsuki powers against them because they only grow stronger. I'm gonna leave this one to you guys. Why do you think Boruto is sticking in his base form? And do you think something happened to make Boruto abandon the use of his Otsutsuki powers, like the Karma Seal, right? Like his Byakugan. This is insane. So, I've been your man, the Grass Ninja. Signing out. Peace.